Hi, I hope you're having a good day today. I'm feeling a little bit better after my emotional vent session that I uploaded for your viewing pleasure. I just really needed to get that out of me, and I wanted to feel seen and heard for a moment because I have spent most of my life feeling invisible and like I don't matter. I felt really alone in the things that I have been carrying and dealing with. I know that I'm not alone in the way that I feel, that there are lots of other people out there that are struggling with similar feelings. But I feel alone in my own experience, I kind of want to build off of what I spoke about in that video. I mentioned how I'm stuck in this house that feels like a burden on my life. I quite literally bought this house with my best friends in mind, and now we aren't even friends anymore. I bought a house in a city that I'm tired of, that I don't want to be in anymore. And I put my own dreams and aspirations on hold because I was afraid of being alone, just to end up alone anyway. It's just a lesson in building a life for yourself and not necessarily building your life around other people being in it. Valuing the people in your life, but making sure you're living life for yourself. Because the money that I spent purchasing this house, and then the thousands of dollars that I've sunk into paying the mortgage every single month since, I could have easily bought a nice converted Sprinter van to live in, or a short school bus to convert, which is my dream. That's literally all I want to do. I just want to live in a bus or a van and travel with my dogs, wake up in beautiful places, get out in nature more, meet people in different parts of the country, maybe even travel south of the border and see what it's like down there, because what is portrayed in the media is not the true reality. Did you know that there is an influx of Americans moving to Mexico, and Mexico encourages people to move there? They want Americans to move there. Meanwhile, America is literally ripping families apart right now to deport people. And it's absolutely ridiculous. The lack of hospitality, right? But I want to feel free in my life. Here in America, we talk about freedom so much, but so much of our life really isn't free. So many people are bogged down by debt. And then me personally, just the burden of this house and the amount of my mortgage, which is over $2,000 a month, absolutely ridiculous, definitely doesn't make me feel free. The concept of having to work a job every single day just to barely get by doesn't make me feel free either. I just want to live that nomadic lifestyle where I am free to go wherever my spirit calls me to go without having any obligations to stay in one spot. There's a whole world out there, and I would love to see it. I've seen a good portion of the continental US, but there's still more of this country even that I would love to see, and a bus or a van would make that possible. I would also love to, share my adventures and my travels, and hopefully try to open people's minds about the world, because so many people never leave the little bubble that they've always been in. there's a lot of fear that is instilled into us from an early age living in this country, fear of people that are different from you. And I mean, living here in the South, like the Civil War was so long ago, and I mean, really not that long ago in the grand scale of things, but it's been a century and a half, and people still have this rival against Northerners down here. And then they also like have a lot of hate about all of the people from California and Chicago that are moving here as well. And I just, there's just so much fear and ignorance and hatred towards people that are different from you. And I'm so ready to get out of the South, and I would love to see more and experience more and share my journey to hopefully inspire others and open their minds as well. I'm just tired of feeling stuck, because at this point in my life, I just kind of feel like, how do I make it work, I've just been really down in the dumps because I've been reflecting on these moments in time where I've had the opportunity where I could have made that dream possible, but instead I chose love and people over myself and my goals, my aspirations, my dreams. I only made things harder on myself by chasing love, and now I don't know how to make anything possible. Everything just feels really obtainable now. And obviously some days are harder than others. Some days I just need that breakdown. It also doesn't help that, the fact that no one seems to care about all of the suspicious circumstances surrounding my mom's murder is also just this massive weight that I've been carrying. I've been trying to speak. I've been trying to have a voice because I want the truth. I want justice for my mom. And it just feels like no one's listening. No one cares. And it's just really hard to accept. I mean, if it were your mother and there were all of these weird, suspicious circumstances, wouldn't you want it investigated too? Wouldn't that weigh heavy on you too, to be trying to seek help only to have no one listen to you and treat you like you're crazy? Treat you like you're crazy just because you do struggle with things like depression. It's hard out here sometimes, I just want to feel free. I just want to feel free and light. I want to experience more joy. And they say that you can't grow in the same places that feed old habits, and that's exactly where I'm at right now. I've been in the same spot my whole life, and I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something new. Yeah. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. And for anybody that may be judging me for getting on camera and crying, you don't understand the courage and the bravery that it takes to do that in this kind of world where everything is scrutinized and people expect you to put on this happy face all the time and pretend like everything's okay even when it's not. I'm just tired of pretending. I'm tired of wearing a mask. I'm tired of performing. And if you don't like me for it, okay, whatever. It's not really my problem. I am who I am. I'm struggling right now. It's just where I am in life, and that's okay. I'm going to get through this. Even if I do have days where I don't want to be around anymore, I'm safe. I'm not going to hurt myself. I just have to express how I feel sometimes, you know? Well, thank you for listening. Take care. I love you so much.